Okay, now we're in business. So it's Kristen, and we are back at my basement closet to continue decluttering it. This is part 2 of the basement closet Swedish death cleaning method, and day 4 of the whole series. I'm taking a 12-week series, doing a 12-week series of Swedish death cleaning. It occurred to me that it would be good for me to review what those principles are and the questions I'm supposed to be asking myself. So I just wanted to review some Swedish death cleaning principles for my sake, as well as sharing with you. So the book that I've been reading talks about how downsizing is the greatest gift you can leave behind. So doing it now while I am still young, 62 years young, will help not only help me, but be a gift for those that come after me. And it's lightening the load for yourself as well as for your loved ones. And this last one I kind of came up with myself, living in a home that truly reflects who you are. Once you go through everything, what's left is it's going to make me cry. It just reflects who you truly are and what you want your children to remember about you. Do you want your children to remember a house full of clutter and think like that's who you are, that you hoarded, not you, me, that I hoarded all this stuff and couldn't make decisions, or it was about the old me that no longer exists anymore? Who am I now? Who do I want my children to remember I am? What do I want them to remember, to take away uh, when they see what's here? So anyway, so I'm going to keep those in mind. And then these are the questions I want to ask myself as I'm going through things and making decisions. First of all, is it trash? Is it broken? Is it expired? Is it like an unfinished project that's been unfinished for years that I'm no longer interested in? Number two, is it useful? Is it something that I use regularly? Would it be useful for my kids to have? And or if I don't use it very often, is it something that's easy to replace that I could find cheaply elsewhere? Next question would be, do I love it? Does it bring me good vibes or good energy? Is it beautiful? Does it add beauty to my life? Is it something that my kids love, that they want me to hang on for them? And then also, why am I keeping it? Am I just keeping it out of habit, or because I don't want to make a decision about it? Or do I feel obligated to keep it because it was a gift? Does it have a special memory that makes it hard for me to let it go? Or am I keeping it just in case I need it someday? So I have to evaluate, why am I keeping it? What's the purpose? Then after I make that decision, I need to think about what its destination is. If I'm keeping it, where does it go? Do I need to put it away? If I'm donating it, who does it go to? Does it go to the library? Does it go to Goodwill? Um, a Facebook group, one of those, what do you call them? No buy groups. Am I going to sell it? Put it on Facebook Marketplace or someplace like that? Or if I think someone else would want it, who am I going to ask? Is it my kids? Is it my sisters? Or a friend at church? So I need to make note of that. And then finally, I need to follow up on myself and make sure I actually put all those things away, put the donations in the car, take the time to make that post on Facebook, and take the time to text that person instead of just saying, I'm going to do it, instead of just writing it down, actually following up. So, like, my goal is, before I start decluttering the next area, to follow up on myself and take care of those things. So those are just the reminders to myself that I wanted to make. I'm going to hang on to these so I can review them with each new area that I go to. I think it would just be helpful for me to keep those in mind. And so now we're going to take a look in this closet here. I hope nobody's home in there. Nobody's home. Okay. Okay, we are ready to open the door and pick up where we left off with the cleaning out this basement closet. Let me turn the light on in here. So let's just review real quick what I did so far. Just move this over a little bit so we can see more of the inside. There we go. So on the top we had a whole bunch of games, and I took those off and put them on the table in the family room to ask the kids if they want any of them. That's a vacuum attachment kit that goes with the Kirby vacuum that's in here. Right here, which I'm going to take out. I do like keeping the vacuum in here because I have a vacuum on each floor. And then we had a whole bunch of clothes that I sorted through and some linens. And these are the ones that I've decided to keep. So they're on this side, plus of course, the taco costume for Molly. We're keeping that. And then this side over here is totally cleaned out. Yay, that's where most of the tablecloths were. So now the next step, let's point this down. The next step is dealing with what's on the floor here. So, okay, we're just gonna scan to see what is in here that we have to deal with today. So we have some artwork, some boxes of frames, more artwork in the back, and some stuff here that needs to be identified. Oh, sorry, I'm bumping things. And then this shelf over here, we've got like a bin of tote bags, backpacks, things like that. And that stuff to deal with down there. Let me just move these to the other side so they're not a distraction, and I can get to what's underneath a little easier. Okay. So I'm a very linear type of person, so I like working sequentially, like left to right. It just makes sense to me. So I'm going to start on the left side here and go to the right, hopefully. So we have some, and I did start to look at some of these things the other day, but we didn't finish. So I've got some pieces of art here. And so I'm going to make a pile of the kids' artwork. What I might do is take pictures of them with some good lighting so that I have a record of them. Then I'll ask the kids if they want them, because, they were the ones that made them. And some of them are just don't go with my decor very well, to be honest. All right, these are just some frames. So I'm going to make a pile of frames, empty frames that can be used. These are frames. These are just some prints that I made with some spray paint. I might use these somewhere. Let's see. So let's make a pile for decor. That would be decor. I'm not sure whether this is one of my kids or something from a garage sale. I don't remember. Okay. EC. Who is EC? Okay. Now this I could cut out and like put in a scrapbook, or one of my art journals. All right. By the way, I really appreciate all the people who have made comments on my videos and all the encouragement that I've been receiving as I go on this journey and the tips that you've been giving me. So, like, remember to check the expiration dates, which I forgot to do on a couple things. So, thank you for all of your encouraging comments. All right, that need to ask the kids about that one. Same thing with this. And, I'm not going sequentially. This one comes next. Okay, this looks like just a box of small frames. Oh, these were the pictures of the cats that I do want to put those in the family room. Well, there's some decor in here, and then the rest of these are frames that can be used. All right. Now we have, it was an art project made out of stained glass that one of my kids made, but it has fallen apart. They're probably not interested in putting it back together again because it would require special, soldering iron, things like that. But I could use this stained glass for like making stepping stones, things like that. So for the garden, that would be pretty. So, or decorating a tabletop maybe. I would need some, what do you call that? Mortar? No, I forget the name of the stuff you put in between. But anyway, so I will have to ask one of my kids if maybe they want to do something with them, make their own project. And if they don't want them, then I'll use them for some stepping stones. Maybe I could make a video about that. Let me know if you're interested. Okay, so I got a bunch of stuff to ask the kids about. Oh my goodness, I forgot. I didn't know we still had this. This is a chair, kind of full of dust bunnies. This is a seat that you would bring to a stadium to give you back support. And if I had remembered where this was, I could have used it when the kids were still home and I was going to concerts where you sit on bleachers or 4th of July, sometimes we go over to the high school and sit on the bleachers there to watch the fireworks. So it might come in handy, especially as I get older. I do feel like I need back support. Bleachers are not my friend. But I would not look for it in here. I would look for it in the garage with the camp chairs and things like that. So I'm going to put this on the stairs to go up to the garage. All right, let's see what else we have here. We have a whole crate full of canvases of artwork. I don't think any of it is mine. I think it's all kids. So I think I'll put these near the games out in the family room, and when the kids come over, they can look at the games and at the artwork and take what they would like. So that will go in the family room. Let me take a pause and take those things to the family room so that we can move on to the next section of the closet. Okay, we are down to just one box of frames and some decor in here. So I'm going to put this back in the closet. And I took the artwork and the things that I wanted to ask the kids about to the family room. So I should make a note in my notebook to remember to text them about that, set up a time for them to come over and look at those things. Or I could take pictures and ask them, but really they need to come here to get them. So it'll be more effective to have them come over. Alrighty, let's see what else is in the closet. So we have another mysterious black bag here. So it's kind of heavy. You know what? I think this is a donation bag. It's got some Tupperware in it, which is not the heavy stuff, and some of my old boots. I was wondering where they were because I used to keep them on the shelf here. Yeah, there's 3 pairs of old boots here, and which I haven't worn. Obviously, I didn't wear them at all last year, so I have some lighter ones that fit me better and are lighter to wear. So anyway, that needs to go in the car to Goodwill. Let's see what else is here. This is a obstacle course tunnel for my dog, and I have a whole kit here that I got for her, kind of like a little agility thing that we set up in the family room. So I would like to hang on to this because this is fun to get out when people come over and fun to do with Molly, even though she's getting older. It's good exercise for her in the winter time. So I'm just wondering the best place to store it, the best way to store it. Probably on one of these hangers. I'm not sure why I had a tote bag on a hanger like that. I mean, this should be like in the car for when I go to Goodwill. But I think it might work well for this. If I clip it on here, and then I can just hang this over the top, and voila, we have our agility kit. Stick that there, and that looks much neater than having it at the back of the closet. This is a dog bed. I guess it was an extra one, but actually I could use this in the kitchen here because I had to steal her fuzzy one from the family room to put in the kitchen here. I do flower arranging down here, and Molly likes to hang out nearby, but she doesn't like the slippery linoleum floor. So this would be good to put in the kitchen there. I'll be right back. And then I can put this fuzzy one back where it belongs in the family room. All right, we have a couple pieces of the vacuum attachments that came out. So they can be put on here. I think this goes here. And I think this goes here. All right. There's probably a better place to put this, like on the wall or something, but it would need some screws. Oh, there is cedar on here. Oh, it's on this wall. I thought I remembered cedar. It's just on this wall, not the whole thing. So that helps to keep this room smelling better and keep the bugs out of here. Anyway, this has already been sorted, so now we just have to do this shelf here and a couple things on the floor. Let me change the angle. Okay, we've got a few things on this shelf to look at. This looks like some posters, maybe. Oh yeah, these are all, I think these are botanical posters that got left behind by some of my kids. Let me just take a quick peek. Yeah, I love these kind of posters. So we'll see if they want to come get them. And if they leave them behind, I might look into getting some frames and putting them somewhere, like in my plant room maybe. All right. So that's another thing for my kids to look at. I'll go in the family room. All right. Ooh, this has got a bunch of glitter in it. This is the backpack I used to use for face painting all the time. And I don't do much face painting. And when I do, I have different luggage that I use these days. These are a little stretched out here. But I do like this that it has so many pockets. There's another zipper pocket up here. It's got pockets everywhere. So when I do travel and I need a backpack, I would probably use this. But I like to keep my luggage in my bedroom closet now instead of down here. So I think I will maybe put this inside my suitcase in the bedroom closet. All right. And then we've got another tote bag that my grandmother made. And so I have a collection upstairs of her tote bags near the front door in my entry, in a stool near my entry. So I'm going to add that to that collection. And we have an IKEA bag. You never know when you're going to need an IKEA bag. But I think this would be more useful if it was in my car with my other shopping bags than down here. Here's another tote bag. I love this one that my grandmother made. She was a quilter, if you can't tell. So that's going to go with hers. And so we have a really long tube bag for something. You know what? I think, and it's been taped on the bottom, I think this was for, what do you call it? A clothing rack, which is in the laundry room right now. And I might be packing it up. So I kind of want to hang on to this because I might need that as I'm sorting things. What else? We've got some more. I think at one time I had more tote bags and I actually narrowed it down, and there's still a few. These are a few of my favorites. But I have a place now upstairs by the front door where I put tote bags. So I think I'm gonna just put all these up there too. This is a balloon pump or mattress pump. Does it actually work? Yeah, it still works. Well, I wouldn't use it for mattresses because I have two mattresses down here, and they are both, what do you call it, self-inflating. I'm going to put them up here where I used to have the sleeping bags. So now they're not cluttering up the floor. They are a little heavy. I just have to be careful when I'm getting them down. All right. And what? Well, these are just the blow-up kind of air mattresses that I used to use before I got the self-inflating ones. And I haven't used them since, and I think one of them has a leak, actually. I'm going to see if Jeff would like these or any of my kids. I'm just going to leave this here now until I figure out where my balloons are. Look at all this space now. I'm going to give this a little sweep. Hasn't been swept in here in years. It's amazing we can actually see the floor in here now. This could even be a prayer closet in here. Something to think about. At least there's no sign of mice in here. I'm grateful for that. A couple spots in here, not sure what they're from. I guess I'll try to clean them while I'm here, while there's space on the floor. So I'm thinking could use this space to put my face painting kit and free up space in my office closet upstairs. Well, thanks for joining me today. Now I have this beautiful, spacious closet area to use for something else as the need comes up. And thank you for being with me as I decluttered using the Swedish Death Cleaning method. And I hope you join me again for the next video in this series. What are we doing next? Oh, I think we're going to tackle the linen closet next upstairs. So if you're interested in that, be sure you subscribe and stay tuned. See you next time.